Hey viewers, and welcome back once again to Let's Play the Stanley Parable. We managed to get the confusion ending last time. It was kind of spelled out for us, but more interestingly, we found, I guess, what is pretty much a museum, or an artifact display, saying that there was a third way to deal with the cargo elevator in the I do what I want path. So we're going to see if there's some way to handle that besides plunging to my death and heading to the phone.
This is the story of a man
the name Stanley.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We also made a discovery about the input on a computer, which is no longer visible.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, he did not.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Hang on, this goes up, doesn't it?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
It's catwalk here.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
This should be good. Because there's danger. Danger everywhere. Okay. Warning, do not stand on this side of the fence. Uh-oh.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
I do what I want, narrator.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
That is fantastic. Yay! How long will it take you to get to the correct door? Competing against other players to improve your Stanley Parable career. Why not ask some friends for help? Error friends list empty. This is your superior. A dead rat is objectively ranked. That's pretty awesome. I wonder how many things they have up on this here. Did we start? Okay. Well, let's go through the crazy door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Okay. What the?
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
You're not the boss of me, narrator. Burn.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Now what? 2 babies in fire? What? What?
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with.
Minecraft.
But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough?
I still can't
Well, I'll
jump.
say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Well, unfortunately, I have no other option since I can't jump in Minecraft.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
This is craziness.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No? You can give me one.
Oh, no, 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 no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
What? What? Okay, new game. Pulled in Minecraft. I wonder what's next. What?
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
It's Portal. I don't know what Portal is. Companion cube falls and kills person.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
It's exactly science.
Genius. No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're...
Sorry, what? Where the heck am I now? Narrator's gone silent. Isn't that what happened in the confusion ending? Just totally went quiet? Right, and they end up in a dilapidated office building. This is back... Is this back to the confusion ending? I don't know anymore. 2 doors. This is like an alpha test. This is one working light down here. My office. Safe and sound? No? Okay, well. Back the way we came, I guess. Whoa.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay. So, oh, alright. Well, I guess that answers that one. No narrator this time. This is definitely from the... Oh, and there's that input again. But just the one. Okay. So...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
At this point, I'm just fighting him.
Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Oh, no. Where's the broom closet? No. My life is meaningless.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Broom closet.
Stanley decided to go up to it. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here. so he turned around and got back on track.
I haven't really pissed you off in a while, so... let's get some anger out.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Sorry, what? I couldn't quite hear you over the sound of my new
Baffling that
house.
Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in coming to a staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I wonder if I could...
Stepping in...
Ha! Take that. Ugh, am I stuck here now? No narration either. I wasn't expecting it. Oh, that's open again. Still can't use the bathroom. Okay, well, now what? There's the original door. Oh. Can't do the crazy ending either, okay. Weird. Wow. Nothing for the broom closet. I noticed when I was in the office the last time, those doors were really slow to close. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Termination Tuesdays were broke Wednesdays. They don't even... Oh. Financial panic meeting. Boss's inspection. Mergers. Weekly review. Office party. This box is too small. So where the heck am I going now? Can I go in the right... No? Okay. I should look for any more input screens. No. Hey! Can I answer this phone?
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Stanley does have a wife. Oh. How much blocked road to nowhere? Sold. You are now leaving. Now leaving what? Escape... What? Escape pod bay for 760? Okay. Hang on. How many... Oh, that's a lot of stairs. Oh, really? Hang on, that's the same... Do I have to climb all of these? 756. 432. Okay. Gonna keep climbing stuff, I guess. 757. That's the same room every time. That's weird. 758. Same room. Same room. And a red adventure line. The confusion ending so far is still my favorite. Escape pod launch bay. Escape. Okay. There it is. It's also really dark.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, and also all the monitors are now really messed up. Except this one. Boop. Weird.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The only one I have left to do now, I guess, is the button ending.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
That's no fun. Although, he remembered that I was in there the first time now. Probably because...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I wonder if I do the same ending, if he'll remember it a third time? No. No.
Stepping in...
Ha! Gotcha again. Okay, so I suppose I could just skip ahead to the whole escape ending thing, but I'm on a mission now, viewers. If he remembers me going into the broom closet every single time I do the escape pod ending, because that's what I'm going to call it, because there's an escape pod. Actually, it's probably the official name of it. Maybe just, or just the escape ending? I don't know. Every time I do that ending, then maybe he'll remember it, and I'll get more reactions. We'll have to see. I could probably cut out all the stair walking. That might be smart. But, oh shoot, I should have checked the phone to see if she had left that message again. Ah, nuts. Oh well, not much I can do about it. But now that just confuses things further. I mean, in trying to get a grasp on the actual game world and Stanley as a person, does he have a wife? Who is Stanley? Are we playing a game? Does Stanley exist in some strange world? Or are we a real person playing the Stanley Parable? I don't... Who? What? Why? My brain. Almost there. Just a couple more floors to go. 7:59. And then we'll rush the pod. For a second, when I was doing that the first time, I didn't think there would be anything there. Maybe it's the escape pod launch bay ending. I don't know. Escape. Because the end is not the end is not the end, viewers. Weird bar of light now. The end is never the end is never the end.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Stanley has decided to go to the broom closet.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Way ahead of you, narrator voice. Oh, and there was that second narrator, too. We lost outdoor.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
I'm here for the broom closet.
Disbelief,
You son of a...
decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
You... Oh. 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 Anger.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, boss's office. I wish I remembered the code so I could rush through this.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees. bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
I hate you so much.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
All of my anger.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay, so all I have left now...
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Wait, idea button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Stanley's not a real person, so I'm gonna go with no.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh, and there's where you come out early, I guess, in the confusion ending.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Wait, no.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
I remember
For
seeing...
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh. I could have sworn there was something on this screen the last time I came through here, but I guess not. No? You'll have to go and rewatch my earlier videos. Let's go with new this time.
And when at last he found the source...
Was that a good call?
blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
No, he didn't. You're not the boss of me. Well, there's not much I can really... Can I fall off here? No. No. I guess I have to. Usually the narrator prompts you faster if he's going to say something for you not doing something, but...
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
So I guess that's the good ending? Beat the game! So I guess if I just done with the narrator... Whoa! Hang on. This is all different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
You haven't reset anything.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Speedrun. Click, 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 click. You like how the narrator was kind of pissed about that. Actually, rather than speedrunning, I wonder if I can get off that lift at the end.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Light switch. Go.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Wasn't there an achievement for beating this game really fast? I haven't actually looked at it.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I think there was one for doing the game really quickly.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided
To turn everything off. There was also an achievement there that was called like 88888, and trying to open room 430 a bunch of times. There was definitely a speed run, and the office was way shorter this time.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I don't think this game has a canon. There's just too many options. Oh, no, I guess I was wrong. I guess there's no achievement for speedrunning it. Yeah, and we're back to the normal office again.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Alright, viewers, well, I think that's enough for now, but when we come back, I might do some reading. I think the blind portion of this has come to an end because I can't think off the top of my head of anywhere else to go. We'll try poking door 430 a bit, and then try and get that 888888888888 achievement. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Let's Play the Stanley Parable, No Longer Blind. See you then, viewers.